The birds are not happy with us. We're here and they want to eat, but we're working. When we first moved here 4 years ago, or almost 5 years ago now, this dirt that I'm about to show you was total clay, hard. You couldn't even put a shovel in it. Look what 4 years of permaculture or chop and drop or wood chips, whatever you want to call it, has done. Let me turn you around. It's an experimental little circle that we've done to prove what I'm about to tell you right now. Take a look at this. Let me see, is this comfrey? No, this is not comfrey. This is not comfrey, so I don't want it here. You can still see a little bit of the clay on there. However, I'm going to throw it out. Look at the dirt. Look how rich it is. This is 4 years. Oh, I just killed a worm. Okay, let's see another one. You can go as deep as probably, I don't know, 6 inches, 8 inches, a foot, and the clay starts. But all of this is rich earth, rich dirt that has happened because of everything that we put on here. All the crops that we planted in the circle and the wood chips. It has, you can see some of the wood right here still, but it has created very rich dirt. I'm surprised I can't find any worms. They must be sleeping. Oh, here we go. See this? They're just right there. 2, maybe 3 inches deep. So this is what happens. Here's part of the corn that was in here. Planted this crop. So we planted, let's see, we planted squash, radishes, and now this time corn and some peas. And it's just this little area right here. It's so lush. I'm about to put that in here and all around where I chopped everything. This here, right here, that's my sage. I need to chop it down a little bit more, but look how far I've chopped it. That's gonna get covered. Comfrey, this is gonna get covered. Forsythia, 2 forsythia bushes that are gonna look beautiful next year. This here is the Russian mulberry, and it just keeps going and going. Well, I chopped a lot of it from the bottom. I'm gonna leave it until the spring to chop the whole thing, but here it is. It's an experiment. I just threw, I mean, goodness, I could get little trees out of those branches, but I just threw them there and see next year what will happen. The nectarine tree, I just shook it so all those yellow leaves would fall. Here's more of the leaves that will cover all of this. You can't leave the earth exposed. It'll go back to the natural way that it was. In this case, clay. So we'll cover it. is the weeds that are coming out of that island. That island we started doing a while back, and now I know it won't seem the same. It won't look the same. Believe it or not, this is that island. There's plants in here that I cut back, chopped and dropped. There's another plant here, over here. I just keep chopping, dropping. This one here and this one here will not get cut right now because they seem to survive the snow. Now the baby one that's right there, it's also a spirea. That's gonna have to be, underneath all the mulch. But this one can survive it, as well as that one back here. This other spirea, it's old enough that it can survive the snow. So is this plant right here. But the rest of them, as you saw, my comfrey, and all these purple flowers that you saw in the other video, all down to about 6 inches. And all their foliage is chopped and dropped right where the plant was. Remember this one? See? Cut about 6 inches maybe. And the rest of the plant is just laying right here, sleeping. Hosta with its leaves right there. That's gonna get chopped. Not chopped yet. It's the other purple flower. There's the sage all the way down. That's the comfrey around this pear, and the other comfrey, petunias, all down the comfrey. The only thing left right now is my pineapple sage, simply because the hummingbirds adore this flower. They're still taking nectar out of it, as you can see. A lot of good new flowers coming, so I'm just gonna leave it for them for a little while longer. All the flowers and the herbs, all perennials, are under these leaves. All you see is the little chopped area on the top, right there. This was a hosta, not a comfrey. See, there's my sage right there. That was a comfrey. Well, you see a little bit of green. It's a plant. It's a flower, so it needs to stay. That's an azalea, a purple azalea. All these are chopped and dropped from the tree right here, just the bottom. So this island is almost completely finished. I'm chopping down my figs. They will die anyway, all the way to the ground. And I'm utilizing the big leaves that they have. Very important. They cover a lot of ground. Also, my pomegranate was really big and I chopped it down. All those leaves will fall, but the branches that I chopped, I put them all around it. Around it. I still have to do that comfrey right there and that comfrey underneath this plant. But I chopped this plant also, dropped it on the ground. A lot of the big leaves belong again to this fig, which I will do tomorrow because there's no sun. It's getting dark, completely dark. Must be what? Oh, the time changed. So it must be 7. Looks more like 8. But here is more of those leaves covering a lot of the ground. The ground is going to be 28 tonight, like I said, and we didn't quite get to cover that area. But
So stay tuned for part 3. Bye-bye! And as always, hit the bell, like, share, and subscribe.